I never thought a simple 16-inch saw blade could change my entire life. But it did. It was a chilly Thursday morning when I stepped into Hartwell Hardware, the old family store I'd inherited from my father. This store had been in our family for 3 generations, nestled in the heart of Greystone, a town so small it barely showed up on the map. As I restocked the shelves, Mr. Walter Henderson, one of our oldest customers, shuffled in with his familiar limp. "Morning, Emma," he greeted, tipping his cap. "Got any 16-inch saw blades in stock?" 16-inch. I paused. We hadn't stocked those blades in years. They were too big, too heavy-duty for most around here. But there was something urgent in his voice I couldn't ignore. "No, sir, but I can order one for you," I replied. He frowned, eyes narrowing as if I'd let him down somehow. "Nah, never mind. Time's not on my side," he muttered, glancing nervously over his shoulder before leaving. That encounter stayed with me all day. Later that evening, while taking out the trash behind the store, I noticed deep, precise gashes ripped through the dumpster's metal siding, too perfect for any animal. Curious, I measured one of the cuts. Exactly 16 inches. I laughed it off. Maybe some pranksters with power tools. But in the days that followed, more townsfolk came asking for the same 16-inch saw blade. Retirees, homemakers. None had a clear reason, only whispered excuses about quick projects. My unease grew. Karen Fields, the local bakery owner, pulled me aside one afternoon, eyes darting nervously. "Emma, if you get any, call me first, before anyone else." That night, I called my cousin Jake, who worked with the sheriff's department. "Jake, have you noticed anything strange? People acting weird, asking about tools." He hesitated. "Actually, yeah. People wandering the woods at night with big equipment, break-ins at sheds, but nothing stolen. Just strange markings left behind." I told him about the blade and the dumpster. He promised to check it out the next morning. Jake never made it. His cruiser was found abandoned at the edge of the woods. Door open, keys in the ignition, radio still on. His last transmission? Following fresh tracks, looked like blade marks. 16-inch, maybe more. Panic spread like wildfire. More people vanished after dark, always after asking about those blades. One evening, I locked the store early. When I got home, a package awaited on my porch. No label, no return address. Inside was a pristine 16-inch saw blade, wrapped in black cloth, with a note. "It's your turn now. Finish what your father started." My father had died in a hunting accident when I was 16, or so I'd been told. But suddenly, I remembered the secrecy in his last months. The whispered warnings about the woods. In the attic, buried beneath old tools and faded photographs, I found his leather-bound journal, filled with sketches and notes about something he called the divider. The divider wasn't human. It wasn't animal. It was something else, made of rust and ruin, summoned by towns blinded to corruption and decay. It came for justice. It cut out the rot. And it only answered to one tool, the 16-inch saw blade. My father had tried to stop it. He failed. Now it was back, and it wanted me. Determined, I took the blade into the woods where Jake disappeared. The forest was silent, no birds, no rustling. Following the slash marks carved perfectly into trees, I heard a grinding pulse, a mechanical breath. There it stood, 8 feet tall, a terrifying blend of steel, gears, and spinning blades. When it saw me, it stopped. I raised the blade, not to fight, but to offer. The creature knelt, and a voice whispered in my mind, "You hold the key. Will you sever the rot, or let it spread?" Since that night, I've carried the blade and my father's mission. The divider doesn't kill randomly. It hunts corruption, the secrets poisoning our town. With the blade, I see the lies. I feel the rot beneath the surface. Greystone thinks I'm just the girl running the hardware store. But now I'm the last line of defense. All because of a 16-inch blade, sharp, unforgiving justice.